Alright, guys, I didn't realize I lost internet connection. What's going on? Can't update any information. Well, let's try this again.
I'm leaving now.
Lucy, my sweet.
I cleaned out the tiger cage and sorted all the meal bins. So, if it's all right, it's my turn to fix dinner.
Haven't you forgotten something, little one? Just one little thing.
Mr. Runser, please.
It's been a very long day.
I don't want to.
Now, Lucy, I thought we'd settled this last week. Don't let's forget who pays your salary. We're closed. Come back tomorrow. Wait! I haven't finished with you. I told you we're closed.
We're not here to buy, little man. We've come to sell.
You can't possibly have anything to interest me. These are extremely rare animals of the highest quality.
What a coincidence. So am I. That is the price for humility.
Oh, please, don't.
And what else might we interest you in today, sir? Perhaps some virtue?
Not my animals, please. I'm begging you.
But what of honor, little man? At what price? Honor.
Oh my God, no! That tiger is the rarest specimen ever seen.
Tiger, tiger, burning bright. The forest of the night.
BR 61661, report to precinct headquarters, code 3, repeat code 3.
I was just finishing up my 12 out on patrol when I got the call. Welcome relief considering that the most action I'd seen all night was a schizoid grandmother doing the shimmy in her underwear in the second sector. Last time I had a 3 was when some hooker vomited Thunderbird on Bryant's desk, and yours truly led the cleanup crew. Year and a half on the job, it was still the dirtiest work I'd seen. Where's Captain Bryant?
Took a sick day. Got himself a heinous case of ptomaine poisoning. He asked me personally to run the unit in his absence.
Gouza was one of the old-time guys who took their knocks in the streets. He had a friendly way about him, but you didn't want to turn your back on him if you were less than a friend.
Hope you've been enjoying your leisure time, kid, because it's time to take that thumb out of your ass.
Hallelujah.
Don't get too excited. The other Blade Runners are all jammed up. Holden's sucking dinner through a straw. Gaff's working the Tyrell break-in, and Steele's working special undercover. Looks like you got this one by default.
You really know how to make a girl feel wanted.
Animal murder done at Runciter Zoological. Probably just be a schizoid glitz, but we got the call. Old man Runciter lost something like 1 billion chinions worth.
10 to 1, this ain't a job for Rep Detect.
You got something better to do? Perfect your French cooking, maybe?
Slumming tonight, Slim?
I thought you were on special assignment.
Wasn't too damn special after I had the suckers out.
What happened?
A couple of fours were masquerading as fibroplast insulators down at Kaiser. I dressed up like a nurse. They never had a chance.
I'll bet. You put him on the machine?
Hell no. There's a beautiful little thing in here called the Magic, and it ain't ever been wrong. You develop it, you got a brilliant career ahead of you.
I'm working on it.
What's Gouza got you doing tonight?
AM at Runciter's.
Animal murder. Oh, those skin jobs got no respect for anything that truly lives and breathes. And that goddamn Eldon Tyrell ought to be zipped into a body bag and flushed into deep space.
Get rid of him, we'd be out of a job.
I think we're all overdue for a little off-world paid vacation. You can stop staring at my ass now.
You got eyes in the back of your head?
All you gotta do is ask, Slim.
Animal sales was a profitable and prestigious business since most real animals had died out after the Terran War. There were plenty of electric ones, though, powered by rechargeable batteries. No self-respecting human would own one of those frauds.
Find something?
Piece of chrome.
From a car?
No, I think it's horse chrome. Bag it and tag it. Canvass the area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on it.
Scratches and paint flecks, and I knew what they meant. Unless the city had bought a jet black fire truck, somebody had a big fat traffic ticket coming. What do you know?
About 30 counts of animal murder and 1 of aggravated assault. The shop's been thrashed. You ought to see this tiger cub they got in there. It's a goddamn tragedy.
How's old man Runciter holding up?
State of shock. He's been moaning and complaining about his world caving in.
You'd feel the same way if they were your animals. How many perps?
At least 2. Bloody footprints all over the scene.
Must be a delightful sight. Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for 2 very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair. McCoy, LPD.
I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous act. She's the young girl who works for me.
She's responsible for all this mayhem?
No, of course not. It was 2 men acting in concert with her, obviously.
Obviously. What'd they look like?
Big and scary and absolutely malevolent. My precious one. She was my baby.
blue eyes.
Can you think of anything they might have been after?
First, I thought they wanted money, but I don't keep any in the shop. Then I thought they wanted to steal my animals, but they started executing them.
Could they have been replicants?
Who else would be capable of such barbaric acts?
I don't know, dude. You
Do
tell
you ever
me.
do any business with the replicant manufacturers, Tyrell Corporation?
I resent that accusation.
Just wondering.
Officer, last May I personally sold Governor Kolvig an exquisite Bergeron coat. I have been a guest at his house on 3 separate occasions. Do I look like I need to carry artificial product? I'm ruined. Totally ruined.
Miss anything. This guy got his pet shop broken into, and all his animals got murdered. And since that animals are so rare, that is high crime. Piece of chrome.
Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for 2 very big men. Judging from the
Yeah.
distance between the prints,
About 30 counts of animal murder and 1 of aggravated assault.
My precious one. She...
it didn't add up. Animal murders, the lack of any theft, the small animals
Nope.
alone were worth a good chunk of change on the street. It seemed more like an act of vengeance.
You are a different Blade Runner in a different section of the city. But apparently all Blade Runners have the same style of jacket. Because in the comics, all of them have that too. Let's go to the apartments. Jeez, could you park any farther away?
Your floor number, please.
Apartments.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
I lived with the best gal I'd ever seen. She was 2 now and full of life and love. She'd cost me about a year's salary, but she was worth it. It was good to have someone warm nearby after completing a dirty job, and the retirement swag from this case would go toward getting her a partner.
Oh, so he has a real animal. I think I need photos for that.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Probably not going to find any evidence in my own apartment.
Portrait of the sleep-deprived.
I'll be right back. Okay. I guess I'll go to the police department.
Your floor number, please.
Apartments.
See if I can get that piece of metal looked at.
Roof. Laboratory.
This whole city is a black light. You should be able to see it by now.
Got anything new for me, Dino?
I was wondering when you'd show your mug around here, McCoy. We got the animal corpses from Runcitus, but there wasn't a whole lot to work with.
Bone marrow?
About 50% were real, the rest were fakes.
So, Runciter was ripping his customers off.
State-of-the-art fakes. Miles beyond the crap you see on Anamoid Row.
The kind that comes from legit manufacturers?
They're the ones that usually produce the quality.
What about the wounds?
Most of them were shot point blank, but we're looking at some others. Sloppy cuts with a knife, like the perp was really pissed off at something.
Butcher knife?
Could be, but who cuts meat anymore?
Nice bunch of reps I'm tailing. Hope you're not pulling a meat cleaver out of my back next week.
Mainframe and shooting range. Ground floor. Lockup. Mainframe and shooting range.
Let's see what the shooting range
Violent
is.
street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
Old copies of case files, notices, and memos. The usual station junk.
Well, if it ain't Ray McCoy. Bryant finally letting you play with the big boys.
My clearance come through?
You bet. You bring your piece?
Don't leave home without it.
Steele's been running the maze every other day for 2 weeks, and the targets are getting a little roughed up.
I thought Gouza was gonna requisition some new ones.
I ain't seen him down here in a month. Guess he's been busy.
Poor guy. I bet he gets all tuckered out from pushing those papers around.
And don't sell him short, McCoy. Gouza could be one tough hombre. I remember when we worked mice together. He poured acetone on 2 pimps that gave us some lip and lit a match. I'll tell you, it looked like the goddamn 4th of July out there.
Peachy.
Holy shit. Seems like a nice guy.
You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
So, the store owner was lying.
Lockup. Roof.
Let's check
Ground
out the other
floor.
floors first. Huh.
Are they letting me out?
I'm not the one who makes that decision.
I suppose it's my turn to bear the cross for the cause.
Cause. I honestly haven't played this since I had Windows 95. So you do gather clues and make accusations. What it is one of the characters in the game is a replicant. You gotta figure out who it is, but the thing is, every time you start a new game, it's a different character.
Who are you, anyway?
Please leave me alone. My migraine's acting up.
I got some more questions for you.
Your associate, Ms. Steele, has already taken my statement. I have nothing more to say unless I have an attorney present.
I got some more questions for you.
Your associate, Ms. Steele, has already taken my statement.
So I ran out of dialogue.
I have
for
nothing
him.
more to say unless I have an attorney present.
Miss Steele. I haven't met Miss Steele yet. I gotta go confront that store owner about. He said he had only real animals and half of them were replicants. Oh, it's cleaned up. Alright. Oh, he fixed that door pretty quick. Oh, he's gone too. Associates. I gotta find that lady that dude was talking about. She's probably at the police station, right?
Ground floor. Mainframe and shooting range.
Oh. Way down there in the corner. Man, this guy needs a physical or something. He is slow motion.
Sorry to bother you, Lieutenant. I was just checking in.
We'll get back out there. Those reps ain't retiring themselves.
Yeah, suicidal targets would make my job a lot easier.
Everybody's got a job, kid.
Where's this lady he was talking about?
Lockup. Roof.
Boy, stuck already. Let me check one more area real quick. See if I got everything.
Laboratory.
Anything else?
That black paint you found on the fire hydrant? It's from a ground car.
You sure?
The angle of impact was almost head on. And there ain't too many spinner drivers klutzy enough to smack a street-level hydrant in VTOL mode.
I heard your wife got her license back.
You're a real funny guy, McCoy.
Anything else?
That piece of chrome you found outside of Runcidas is from a 1995 Pontiac.
Nice set of wheels.
It's okay, not what I call a classic.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Laboratory.
Body.
Roof.
Your floor number, please.
Oh. What's this?
Your floor number,
Phone
please.
number?
Apartments.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
Must be missing something at that crime scene.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Your floor number, please.
gotten all I can from that. Security camera. It'd be a banner day if it recorded anything before it was shot out. Security camera. It'd be a banner day if it recorded anything before it was shot out.
Where'd the old guy go? A lot of dead animals.
I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous act. She's the young girl who works for me.
She's responsible for all this mayhem?
No, of course not. It was two men acting in concert with her, obviously. I'm
Scratches and paint flecks, and I knew what they meant. Unless the city had bought a jet black fire truck.
Most of them were shot point blank, but we're looking at some others. Sloppy cuts with a knife, like the perp was really pissed off at something. That black paint you found on the fire hydrant is from a ground car. The angle of impact was almost head on, and there ain't too many spinning drivers klutzy enough.
In there. I still got. I don't know what to do. Shit. Whereabouts?
About 30 counts of animal murder and one of aggravated. About 30 counts of animal murder and one of aggravated assault.
What the hell am I missing?
Lockup.
Corner. probably shouldn't shoot that guy.
Ground floor. Mainframe and shooting range.
McCoy, 0. Oh. Whole other room. I don't have anything to put in here.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Okay.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself.
This is Crystal Steel, badge number BR61354. Still working the explosion at the Tyrell manufacturing plant. It'll take a day or so to analyze the debris, but there's no doubt in my mind that we're dealing with a bomber here. Right now, it looks like the protesters had nothing to do with it. They were in too close proximity to have been in on the deal. No MOs or identities are rolling up just yet, and I'm still going through the inset files to see if any replicant munitions experts are unaccounted for. This is Crystal Steel, badge number BR61354, conducting the interrogation of Spencer Gregorian, leader of CARS, Citizens Against Replicant Slavery, November 22nd, 2019.
I once again asked that my attorney...
Shut it, shitbird. I'm asking the questions. We've already put you on the machine, so we know you're not a skin job.
That term offends me.
Okay, so you're not one of those biomechanical scumbags. And you claim to not know anything about the bombing at Tyrell.
This is true. We advocate equal rights under the law for replicants. We have nothing against Tyrell Corporation for creating them.
That's some sick logic.
The replicants are living organisms, whether people like you like it or not. Replicants contribute greatly to the economic well-being of our culture. They cannot be discounted as such.
Hell, it'd be no skin off my nose if each and every one of them was hosed down for good. You ever see this guy?
Why, yes. Actually, I have. He was present at the protest. He's not part of our group, but outsiders are usually welcome.
How many new faces showed up that day?
Not too many. A handful at most.
Describe them to me.
I don't know if I can.
Oh no? Recording off.
Crystal Steel sounds like a porn name.
Describe them for me again.
There was that Rastafarian fellow, and one of our ex-members showed up.
Who's that?
A Japanese man named Izo.
Why'd you get rid of him?
We're a pacifist organization, and we have rules. One of them is no weapons allowed. Izo refused to check in a samurai sword at the door during meetings.
Where can I find this Izo?
He owns one of those little secondhand stores downtown.
Let me ask you a question. Who the hell bankrolls your operation?
Well, we have a number of anonymous donors, people with resources and sources.
Such as?
So anonymous, even I don't know who they are.
I almost believe you.
Okay. So how is her case connected to this one? I think that was the guy in lockup talking. See if I can go to that Chinese restaurant.
Real sushi was a luxury reserved only for the elite, since most sea life had become radioactive after the Third Terran War. The rest of us had to eat new sushi, soya mixed with off-world lichen.
Sounds good.
McCoy, LPD, I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Sorry, my man. I just don't got the time.
Got to mix more out back.
That wasn't suspicious.
Beautiful night, isn't it?
When business thriving, night always beautiful.
I need to ask you... Howie says you're a master chef.
You not come back here. Air bad.
This'll only take a minute. I'm looking for a girl, about 14 years old with pink hair. You seen her?
I don't know her.
Stick around. I might want to talk to you later. Stick around. I might want to talk to you later.
I don't know her. He was quick. He was quick about that.
This from your place, isn't it?
Could be. Chopstick come from Yoshi's restaurant supply.
Yoshi's.
Does this badge mean anything to you? Excuse me, pal. You're a pretty smart-looking cat. You want to make some money?
Pay me large, you got my rapt attention.
Depends on how much the information's worth.
Unfortunately, my man, I got a book. Dynamite dining, old man. Catch you later.
Excuse me, pal. How long has that chef worked for you?
Zubin? Just month. Superior chef makes all kinds of new sushi.
What's real fresh tonight?
Special shipment of Toro just arrived. I fix you right up. No one else. Clean as a whistle.
You're Prince, Howie. See you later, Howie.
Laboratory.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself. You're Spencer Gregorian, right?
No. I really think my lawyer should be here.
I got some more questions for you. Tell me about your protest at Tyrell's plant.
I already told that other detective everything. Under duress.
I want to know about the people who were there. The Rastafarian and the Asian guy with the sunglasses.
I didn't know the Rastafarian. The Asian fellow was one of our ex-members. Izo was his name.
How long did you know him for?
Let's see. I met him about 5 years ago. He seemed so smart and balanced. He really wanted to help the replicant people.
Then what?
He started associating with the more militant factions. I was astounded when I heard he was supplying weapons to some of them.
What kind of weapons?
Guns so new that even the police had hardly used them, I heard.
I got some more questions for you. Lot of people involved in your cause, Spencer?
Yes, sir, we're growing fast. As more and more people realize that replicants have cognitive and emotional legitimacy, the Citizens Against Replicant Slavery will spearhead the movement towards...
Save the pitch for someone who gives a shit.
We're peaceful people, Detective. We live by a code that men like you could never understand.
Try me.
2 centuries ago, humans were held in slavery. Brave souls formed an underground railroad.
So, you help replicants escape the city.
I'm talking figuratively, Detective.
Sure you are.
We're not children, Detective. We have resources. The world is changing. People are waking up to the injustices perpetrated by a sick society that you have helped...
A lot of them will wake up dead if reps are allowed to run amok on Terra, jerk. I'm gonna give you a little test.
The other detective, she already tested me earlier today.
Uh-huh. Look, I gotta check out the equipment, and you're the only stiff around.
I object to this treatment. If you'll just call my lawyer, he'll take care...
Your lawyer would tell you I got the authority to VK the mayor if I want. And he'd have to smile and nod and kiss my butt until I cleared him. So sit down.
Test terminated.
You keeping busy, pal?
Please leave me alone. My migraine's acting up.
Some more stuff. Chinatown. Ooh, ooh. Sorry.
See you later, Howie. There's a test I'd like you to take. It won't take too long.
Test? What kind of test?
Kind of a personality test. Totally routine.
Routine?
Oh.
A big guy run past here?
Hey, maybe spare some chinion?
Sorry, pal. All I got are hundreds.
Hey, that'd work.
Yuck. Locked.
Can't shut the door.
Locked. Locked. Totally uninteresting. Totally uninteresting. Yuck. See you later, Howie.
You're not gonna ask about the guy that just ran away? That's silly.
Laboratory.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Ground floor. Mainframe and shooting range. Mainframe and shooting range.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
How long has that chef worked for you?
Zubin? Just month. Superior chef. Makes all kinds of new sushi.
Andy. Brown. Scan the candy. what this is for.
Hey, pal.
Why can I only talk to?
Hey, pal.
Okay then.
Bryant go on permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
You know the procedure. Dump it all in the mainframe upstairs and I'll read it later.
You got it.
Ground floor mainframe and shooting range. Roof.
Probably missing something in that warehouse. I guess, and I do have to guess. Hello.
Nothing even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was gonna root through trash, my expectations weren't too high.
Check this area one more time and then we'll run that through evidence, I guess.
Locked.
What kind of Blade Runner doesn't know how to pick locks? I got the city down pretty good.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Ground floor. Mainframe and shooting range.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Roof.
Okay. It's part of the animal murder crime. He's still not back. I really want to talk to that old guy. He was being a creep at the beginning. So the license plate has nothing to do with anything. What the fuck? Shit. I think that was the chef. I need to shoot you too?
Rumor has it you've been earning your stripes, McCoy.
Working on it.
Keep it up. You just might have a future in this business.
I understand it's got a hell of a retirement plan.
You VK the mark before retirement?
Didn't have to.
That's why they call it the magic.
I'm starting to understand.
You ever retire a human, your career is over. Remember that. I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that Moonbus massacre last month.
They ever find the Moonbus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
How many reps we talking about?
Enough. They're Nexus 6s. So don't take too much slack.
Gotcha. Yuck.
So we're just not gonna talk about the guy that just tried to kill me.
I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that Moonbus massacre last month.
They ever find the Moonbus? Yuck.
I gotta call in cleanup now.
Your floor number, please.
When is this area getting useful?
Your floor number, please.
Apartments.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
Who's the best dog in the whole world? Zubin was the first Nexus 6 I'd come up against. There was something in his eyes, an almost primordial desire to live. Most of the 3s, 4s, and 5s I'd seen would just give up when you had them. But these 6s, they were a whole other breed.
I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. I'll leave you with this relaxing scene for a second. All right. That is a cool scene.
No messages. I'm in demand.
floor number, please?
Does Howie have something else to say?
See you later, Howie.
Who's that other guy that's sitting there? Oh. Oh, just... Oh, it opened up now? Maybe that's unlocked.
Locked.
I have a gun. Why can't I just shoot the lock?
Locked.
I pull a gun on Howie. Let's see what he does. Bus hijack.
I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that moon bus massacre last month.
They ever find the moon bus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
How did they... What? Man, there's a lot of different crime scenes out of Waltons right now. Who the hell is Brian? I should start making notes. I think that's a problem I'm gonna have.
Mainframe and shooting range.
This Brian, student here.
You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
He reminds me of one of the one of the fat dudes on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
No.
Lockup. Ground floor. Laboratory.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Ground floor.
Bryant go on permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
You'd be amazed at how accommodating a man can be after his hemorrhoids get lanced. You really been surprising the troops around here, kid. Gaff says you worked that retirement like a champ.
Just doing the job.
Yeah, well, don't get too cocky. Those sixes can be damn unpredictable.
That I know.
But I'm proud of you, McCoy. Why don't you take the rest of the day off?
Thanks.
Payments is wiring the advance to your account as we speak.
How much?
Couple $100, Chinian. Enough to buy a sandwich or two. We gotta hold back the rest until the lab does the autopsy. Paperwork, you know. Shouldn't take more than a couple of days.
So the check's in the mail.
Hey, don't worry. The boys upstairs want to keep our best and brightest happy. Any idea what you want to spend it on?
I was thinking maybe a companion for my animal at home.
Forget that. Buy yourself something nice. Once you start carving up that juicy bacon, kid, the taste never goes away. The great things in life, believe me, you'll just be wanting more and more.
Take the rest of the day off while I gotta go home. It's just there.
Roof.
Get mold again on the roof of my apartment. Body's gone. Somebody cleaned it up.
Your floor number, please.
Apartments.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time. Portrait of the sleep-deprived.
Got your delivery here, man.
What?
Kingston Kitchen.
Oh, yes, right. Hold on.
Is this what the gravity be like on Mars?
Oh, no. It's about a third of what we got here on Terra. Real comfy. How about turning that dial, okay? When I say... Oh!
Please, can you control your rat?
I'll have you know that Ricky's a purebred Chihuahua, and he's totally real.
Things going good at Tyrell Corporation?
Boring, boring. Old man Tyrell's been on a Wagner kick lately. He never shuts up.
You also do outside work?
Sweetie, I never go outside. It's bad for the glands.
How about Nexus 6? You know a lot about them?
I think you should be going now.
Understand good, it holds deep meaning for me now. Where be your research on Nexus 6? And your test studies, contacts, the works?
Only simulator. Extraterrestrial gravity.
One more minute, you be swallowing this explosive. 3 more minutes, they be hosing you off the True Life building across town.
No, I swear. I don't have anything. If I did, I'd give it to you.
My people sick and dying. You tell me something.
Talk to Dr. Tyrell.
Tell me something I don't know.
The organ designers, Miraji, Hannibal Chu, Luther and Lance. They're closer to him than I am.
Where?
DNA Row. They're all working down on DNA Row.
You one miserable package man.
No! No, please, don't!
Uh-oh.
Pick up.
Hope you aren't camped out there with a bottle of tequila.
Oh, very funny.
Early bird slays the worm, McCoy.
Don't worry. I'm up, Lieutenant. What's the buzz?
One of Tyrell's employees got his fat face splattered all over the marble interior of the Tyrell building.
Inside?
That's right. But we also got a sweet little break on it. Tyrell's surveillance system recorded the whole shebang.
Beautiful. How many perps?
Just one. I don't know if it's related to the Runcenter deal or not. Tyrell security will have the disc for you when you get there. You'll be good, killer.
Maggie, come here, girl.
Your floor number, please.
Oh. Oh, I can Tyrell building.
McCoy, LPD.
Just a minute.
Where do I go?
Grav test on the east wing, 66th floor. Here's the footage from the security cameras. You get a pretty good look at the man's face.
How'd he get past you guys?
He pretended to be a delivery man. Dr. Eisenduller ordered in a lot, so it didn't seem unusual.
I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
One of Tyrell's employees got his fat face splattered all...
Jesus.
I seen worse, but not by much.
Learn anything?
You could strain him through a sieve.
Obviously, he'd been killed with an explosive, and not just because he'd been plastered on the wall with 1,000 strokes. The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story, but I wondered why the killer didn't just shoot him. Disgusting. You spot anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
You spot anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
Lagging behind again?
Gouza didn't say anything about me working with a partner.
Oh, in a pig's ass, Slim. No, I'm following up on my own. Could be it's linked to this Tyrell debacle.
How's yours connected to mine?
I'm still putting the pieces together. It's all stored in Esper's mainframe. You hear about the Moonbus massacre?
Gaff mentioned it.
Could be our cases are overlapping. I might keep you posted.
Do that.
Do that.
You friendly with Eisendeller?
Most of the employees I see coming in morning and night, but old Marcus, Dr. Eisendeller, he almost never left his lab.
He afraid of somebody?
I think it had something to do with the air outside, and the germs. I once heard him complain about it.
Smart. What was his job?
Scrub test chief engineer. The lab runs tests to see how a replicant would perform in different planetary gravitational fields. That kind of thing. One of the other engineers could tell you more.
How do I get in to see the big boss?
You don't, unless he wants to see you.
Okay. How do I make him want to see me?
Well, you could call his personal assistant.
Who is?
Don't know offhand.
Yeah, I get the picture. I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
Laboratory.
The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story, but I wondered why the killer didn't just shoot him.
Most of the employees I see coming in morning and night, but old Marcus...
Mainframe and shooting range.
During his last election campaign, Governor Kolvig promised a bold new plan of action to clean up the worst regions of the highly toxic debris that surrounds our city, the so-called Kipple. Just how much progress has been made since then? We spoke to the governor just before his weekly meeting with the city council.
Our studies have shown that the Kipple's effect upon Los Angeles is minor. The radiation and toxic waste is contained in relatively small pockets, all miles distant from the city center. Nevertheless, cleaning things up out there is a worthwhile goal, especially with the thousands of specials living on the city fringes. For now, all I can say is that we're looking at several options, and I'm sure everyone will be pleasantly surprised by our final proposal.
Scanning video disk. One enhanceable image found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database. Tyrell Grav Test Lab.
Wow, that's cool.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Animoid Row. Give me a hard copy of that. The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? Give me a hard copy of that. A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens. Give me a hard copy of that.
Ew.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me. Like the dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? Kingston Kitchens. Where have I heard that before?
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Oh. I can change my personality. That's cool. I did not realize you could do that.
Roof.
Still hasn't cleaned up, huh? Kingston Kitchen.
Locked.
New game. Oh, easy, medium. Oh, jeez. All right. I think I've hurt my brain enough for tonight. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I'll be playing again. Well, actually, I might not be able to play this Sunday, this upcoming Sunday. I'll keep you posted. Just keep an eye on my Twitch schedule or my, Instagram and all that stuff. But yeah, I hope you all have a good night. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, I'll get used to how this game flows, but I thought that was really cool. But yeah, have a good night, guys.